Have you heard about this rumor that's been spread in the entire podcast industry? I'm hearing so many people whisper about it, thinking they're keeping it to themselves, to their own little communities, when in fact it's spreading far and it's spreading wide. I have heard about people talking about this several times. And in today's episode, I'm going to be explaining what this rumor is, why it's happening, and how you can prevent yourself from being infected by this rumor. And so, what is this rumor? And the rumor is that people are turning around and telling each other that podcasting is absolutely saturated. And because there's so many podcasts out there, different topics, that there's no way that their podcast is going to be successful because of all the competition. And I want to set the record straight here that this isn't true. And I want to give you an example here. When we think about books, right, there's trillions of books all over the world, but no one turns around and says, oh, hold on a second, I'm not going to write a book or publish a book because there's already a book about it, or there's several books about it, maybe even thousands of books about it. No, people still publish and write books every single day. It doesn't stop anyone. So why is podcasting any different? Yeah, there might be people out there that have a very similar podcast to you, but they've probably also got very different personalities, different perspectives, different takeaways. And so if people can be producing podcasts every single day and there's a new one coming out every single day, why has that now become a problem? But yet, when it comes to books, there's trillions of them being published all the time. They're all over the world, and it doesn't stop any one of us publishing a new book every single day, right? People can say that books are saturated, but you never hear people talking about that. And so why is this happening? Why is this rumor being spread? In my opinion, I feel like it's because people are scared, right? People are scared of a little bit of competition. People are scared as to what is involved when it comes to producing your own podcast, making sure that you've got all the right elements, not even knowing what they are. And because it's going into the unknown and not everybody knows, and people aren't, I guess, educated in the way that a lot of people are when it comes to books, right? People read books all the time. Books have been around for years. Now, podcasting has too, but it's only just got really big during the pandemic, right? And it's evolving as we move forward. However, books have been around for like hundreds, thousands of years. And so it's very well known. But podcasting is going into a little bit of the unknown, right? Not understanding the tech, not understanding how to promote, not understanding how to actually do these videos and what to talk about. And this is where people stumble on. But this is why I believe that there's so much more education that's needed around podcasting, and especially video podcasting. One of the things that I found out is that a lot of people are scared of showing their face on video, but yet they're trying to build a business, they're trying to build a brand, their visibility, their authority, but they're scared of being in front of the camera. And so it's clear that there's a lot of mindset challenges that we're going through when it comes to podcasting as well, and visibility challenges, which is preventing us from actually taking that step forward and just going for it, because the people that are podcasting know exactly how it can change your business in a positive way. And so it's not the matter of, okay, I don't know how to do this, and so therefore I'm going to veer away from it, and I am going to be one of those people that listen to the fact that podcasting is saturated and it's not going to work. No, it's a matter of saying, you know what, I'm not too sure on how to do this, but I need to find out and I need to educate myself on how to do this the right way. Because we all know in the podcasting industry, there's hundreds of people that are doing it the right way. So learn from them. Come and reach out to Make Your Mark Podcast Agency. Reach out to me. If you are struggling with podcasting in any way, whether it's audio or video, it doesn't matter. Reach out, because that's the only way you're going to understand what kind of tweaks you need to make in your own podcasting journey. Never be afraid to ask questions. Okay. Now, I know there's also a lot of people out there that have a podcast and they've been rocking it, right? They've been releasing episodes week after week and absolutely loving it, but they're not actually seeing any results when it comes to monetization, right? Again, right? Reach out, start asking those questions and seeing how other people do it. That's the only way that you're going to improve and start actually loving podcasting even more, because it's surprising when you start making money through podcasting, how much more you're going to love it. And so how you can prevent yourself from getting sucked in by this vicious rumor that's going around is by educating yourself, is by learning for yourself and actually asking and approaching the people that are doing it, right? And asking them how have they done it, what's their journey been like. And I feel the reason why this rumor is being spread is because there's a small group of people that just don't believe that podcasting can work, but mostly because they haven't been able to manage to make it work themselves. Okay, but remember that there's still loads of other people out there that have been making it work, that know the process. And then there's another group of people that are just fearful, right? They're just scared of learning what podcasting is all about, especially where it's evolving so rapidly. And so that when it comes to tech, it absolutely scares people, but yet they're not scared of the books. Even books have been around for years and years and years, but no one is really scared of writing a book. They just need to understand the process. But when it comes to podcasting and launching their own show, there's so much fear around it. Things like, what are people going to think about me? What if I don't say the right things? And honestly, a lot of it has to do with mindset. So the two main reasons why I feel this rumor is being spread around and is getting around really quickly is because, first of all, there's so much fear behind tech, right? People don't know how to set one up. They don't know how the processes are, what it all involves. And it's fairly new to a lot of people, right? When it comes to books been around for years, hundreds of years. So people understand it. They just don't understand how to put a book together necessarily. But when it comes to podcasting, it is fairly new. I mean, podcasting has been around for years, as I've mentioned in my previous episodes, but it's still very new to people and understanding how it all works. And the fact that it gives you more visibility, I'm actually surprised to find out myself that people are scared of visibility. And so it has a lot of mindset challenges as well, which is the second reason why people are falling into this whole vicious rumor. And so when you've gone through a lot of trauma, you've got a lot of mindset challenges going on, it kind of puts a block, right, as to what do you say? How do you say it? How often are the episodes released? What are people going to be thinking of me? What if I don't say the right thing? And so there's so many different questions going around people's head that absolutely stops them from launching a podcast. And I'm actually surprised to hear that when it comes to audio, people are a lot more comfortable. When it comes to video, people again are fearful, right? This is what we do. We specialize in video podcasting. But people are so scared of having their face plastered everywhere. But at the same time, they're building their business, they're trying to build a brand, their authority, but yet they do not want their face everywhere. So that just shows me that's another challenge that people are also having. Now, the second reason why I feel that this rumor has been spread around is because there's been a group of people that have tried podcasting. They've not actually learned how to do it. They've not asked the right questions. They've not gone to the people that actually do it themselves. And they've tried to launch a podcast. And yeah, they may have had a few episodes gone out, but they've not actually seen results, right? Because they've not taken the time on actually understanding how a podcast works, why they're doing it, and what the process is all about. And in order for you to prevent yourself going down this rabbit hole, right, and being infected by this rumor, the best way to keep yourself out of it and to keep moving forward in your podcasting journey is to learn from the people that are doing it, right? Reach out to the people that have had a podcast for a long time, that they're getting results, and ask them the questions as to what is it that you need to do? What kind of tweaks, what changes do you need to implement in the podcast that you already have? If you haven't launched one yet, then you're in an even better position because you can just find out from scratch, right? Make sure that you build your business right from the get-go, and then it's just a matter of scaling. And when you even think about some of the famous people that also have a podcast, why do they have a podcast if they feel like it's going to fail? It's because they know how much more they can get reach from having a podcast, and also how much value it brings to their brand and their business. Because when you actually have a podcast alongside your business, then it actually brings the value up as well. And so if you haven't started your own podcast yet, whether it is audio or video, and I urge every single one of you, if you haven't got a video podcast, definitely start a video podcast or start thinking about it, because that is the way podcast is going. That's how it's been evolved. And so don't get sucked into all of this negativity in the podcasting industry. Do your due diligence and ask the people that are doing it about podcasting to make sure you have all of your information and that it's the correct information before you start your own, or even if you decide to transition from audio to a video podcast. And remember, guys, this is what we do at Make Your Mark Podcast Agency. So if you have any questions at all, then just feel free to reach out. I'm on social media. You can also find it on the website at makeyourmarkagency.com. Right? You can even go ahead and book a call. I'll catch you in the next episode. Thanks for listening to Make Your Mark Podcast at www.makeyourmarkpodcast.com. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get this and every other episode that comes out. We have lots of great stuff coming, so make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss it. And thank you in advance for all the reviews and comments. I appreciate it so much, and I look forward to serving you in next week's episode.